The CoinDesk Spotlight is brought to you by Nexo, the place to earn on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more.
NFT scaling platform Immutable raising $200 million in a Series C funding round led by Singapore state investment fund Temasek at a $2.5 billion valuation. The funds will be used toward global expansion, including boosting Immutable gaming studio and mergers and acquisitions activity. Joining us now is Robbie Ferguson, co-founder and president of Immutable. Hello there, Robbie. Thanks for joining us. So 6 times a valuation.
Thanks for having me.
Since the fall. How is that possible, and what is that based on?
Yeah, well, we've done a whole ton of progress since the fall. So first off, Immutable X, our scaling protocol for NFTs, had barely launched then, and now we have hundreds of customers testing on it. We have, of the 10 most important games on the blockchain right now, the majority of them building on Immutable X, everyone from Illuvium to Embersword to games like High Rise, Gods Unchained and Guild of Guardians, and of course GameStop building an NFT marketplace. We've launched in conjunction with the foundations 3 tokens, one for Immutable, one for Guild of Guardians, and one for Gods Unchained. And we've also scaled our company to around 200 employees. So we've made a ton of traction.
Yeah, so Robbie, congratulations, of course. But what does this expansion entail? You know, you're doubling your workforce. What are they going to be doing? Why do you need all these extra workers?
Yeah, so Immutable is unique in that we have both the Studio and the Immutable platform. So we have content on this side, so Gods Unchained and Guild of Guardians. We just brought on board Justin Hulo, who is the general manager of Riot, to come lead this as our chief studio officer. And that's a fairly resource-intensive unit. Building games is hard. It's like building a movie. You need lots of stuff. And that actually provides a really unique opportunity for us to help customers actually build the best possible games, because a lot of Web 2 games are coming into this industry and they're looking for advice on how they actually build their product. Not just, hey, how can I scale my NFTs, but also how can I make sure my go-to-market is successful? And then, of course, Immutable X, the platform side of the business, which is what we have majority of the resources that this is going toward, will be scaling in terms of product, engineering, and go-to-market. And go-to-market, we want to have the most, a team that can help people from any time zone in the world, that can onboard hundreds of companies at one time, and also to social media company like TikTok, who we powered. So that's
are we? I think our connection is a little. Okay, you're still there. For those who don't know what Immutable is, perhaps you can explain. You know, what makes this NFT games different from regular games, and are people building on top of your platform and building games that they would like as well, and the NFTs kind of exist in this whole metaverse ecosystem? Please explain.
Absolutely, and I hope I'm still with you in terms of internet. I'm just on some shoddy hotel internet. Immutable X is a scaling and liquidity platform for NFTs built on top of Ethereum. And the really important things to us is that it completely inherits Ethereum security. It's scalable to more than 10,000 transactions per second, and it's completely carbon neutral. So when you look at alternative layer 1 blockchains or side chains and them going down for 12 hours a day, the really important thing about what we've built is at any point in time, even if Immutable goes away, you can always withdraw your NFTs back to layer 1 Ethereum. And that's what allows them to exist with the same premium as Ethereum assets does. And ultimately, we have a lot of conviction in Ethereum. I think it's going to be the most successful layer 1 blockchain. But even if it's not, whatever is successful, it will be roll-ups on that L1. A modular scaling thesis is the only scaling thesis that will stay true in the future.
So, Robbie, you have companies like GameStop, for instance, as one of your partners here using your service. So explain how a GameStop would use you guys.
So GameStop is building an NFT marketplace similar to OpenSea, looks rare, and they're trying in particular on gaming content, their audience. Right now they have a fan base of millions of followers who are raving fans of GameStop and its culture, and they've been at the center of this kind of cultural zeitgeist of people wanting to reclaim power from, bank or centralized financial authorities. And those people are all ready to be empowered financially when it comes to gaming and true digital ownership. So we're really excited about GameStop because every single marketplace we bring on board the Immutable X protocol is additional demand and eyeballs for every NFT on Immutable X. And that's because of our open order book, which operates effectively as the back end to NFT marketplaces that we power.
And regionally, do you have a sense of who are your users? Where in the world is this really picking up traction?
So our users are according to our most popular games and customers, as we're obviously B2B. So we see a lot of users currently in the United States from games like Illuvium, from games like Ember Sword or Planet Quest and Gods Unchained. We also see a big uptake in the Philippines and in Asian regions as well, where you traditionally have a huge gaming demographic. Obviously, 16% of people in the Philippines own an NFT. So that's where our demographics are currently. I expect it to conform pretty closely to gaming demographics as we expand over the next year.
So what kind of non-gaming applications are you building out, if you are building out at all, or are you just focusing primarily on gaming for now?
Gaming is our focus, but we're open to everything. And Immutable X is completely permissionless to use. So the other ones we're really excited about are, how can we take the most important Web2 companies, especially in things like the social media space, like TikTok, where we've had their first ever NFTs, and reinvent them with Web3 tokenomics that actually give end users more power. So we'll have something exciting to share on this on the art front pretty soon. Over the next few months, we are also going to be looking closely at digital entertainment and culture and large social media companies. And eventually, over the next year, we'll expand into new verticals such as finance, such as IP and centralized registry products. NFTs are going to tokenize the world, and we intend to provide liquidity as they do that.